Technology is one of those things that is constantly changing, and it's part of our everyday life, if not multiple times a day. Aaron Smith published an article called Older Adults and Technology Use, and he states that 34% of 65 and older have a disability, and 37%, 75 or older, have 3 or more disabilities, according to the AARP. With that being said, services like telemed, telehealth are great services for the elderly. They're able to be seen in the comfort of their own home from a physician, a counselor, or whatever, a social worker, whatever they have an appointment for. This can be done like through a home care agency where a nurse could come to the house, set up the telemed service for them. If the elder doesn't have internet, they're able to use a hotspot to do that. If the elder does have internet, then they are able to do the telemed consult by themselves. So that is great that the elder doesn't have to leave the house. They're able to, they don't have to rely on family or area services to pick them up and bring them to an appointment. And if the home care nurse were to come to the house and do that, they are able to listen to heart tone, listen to their pulse, and they're able to look in the ear if need be. Upon research, I was researching different apps and more of like the newer apps. And Frost published an article, and it talks about the newer technology used for the elderly. The WiseWare is a smart jewelry that tracks different sleeping patterns and calorie intake and heart rate. This is very similar to like a Fitbit or an iPhone watch. The ReSound is used for those elders that have hearing aids, and this can adjust like the volume, the background noise, the bass, just so it's more easier to hear, like when the elders are in loud areas. The Silver Mother Center is a app that monitors what's a device that monitors daily activity, like opening up the fridge or the pill dispenser, and they're able to track that, so they know if their mother had ate that day, or they know if that she opened up the fridge to get a drink, or if she took her medication. The Park and Forget helps find your car in a parking lot. The Amazon Echo or Google Home, which is a rather common one, that acts as a virtual assistant. So you can set reminders to take your medication. You can ask Alexa for a recipe or just other simple tasks around the house. In the Reminder Rosie, this is a rather interesting app, but you can say something in your voice, and so when it's relayed to your elder, it would be in your voice. So instead of like a computer talking to them like the Amazon Echo, you can have them talk to them in your voice, so it's more familiar to them. All of these different technology devices work really well for elders, so they are able to stay in the comfort of their own home. That's the ultimate goal for a lot of people, is to stay home as long as they can without needing like 24-hour care. So with these different devices, they're able to do that. For a more social aspect of technology, they are able to stay connected to family and friends that maybe live out of state, or grandchildren that live out of state, they're able to keep up through social media like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. They're able to see pictures and they're able to chat with them all through the internet. Some helpful tips to educate the elder on would be education. Education is huge. You want to tell them about the safety of a password, not to give it out to anybody. Have them, David Frank from the AARP published an article, Tech Training Builds Connections and Confidence for Older Adults, and they suggest taking a technology training class, which upon research there are many located all around, and they just go through like the simple basics and the do's and don'ts of the technology world, and how it's expanding and it's changing lives, and just some like simple stuff that is very educational to them. Other things that they can do would be to educate them on like a laptop, a cell phone, a tablet, or a desktop computer. Maybe just picking one of those and then having them play around with it for a while, because you're not going to hurt anything. And that's pretty much how you can learn. A lot of people use their cell phone for multiple things. So they're able to get onto the internet, they're able to get on social media and make a phone call all in one. And then maybe introduce like a tablet or something. Some other safety tips would be internet safety and email safety. Just because they get an email from some random person doesn't mean that they need to open it, and never give out their like social security number or anything like that. As far as anything else, I would say just be very cautious, and as a family member that has their elder using a device, maybe check up on them every once in a while, look and see what's going on through their smartphone or tablet or whatever they're using, just to make sure that there's no scam things going on. And a lot of people try to take advantage of the elderly, and I'm sure they would not want that to happen. So just being very cautious. And I believe that is all I have for this video. Thank you.